All right, so now we're going to use synthetic division to factor a polynomial given this zero here. It says we need to show that x is a solution to this equation, which means since this equation equals zero, it's a zero. So for synthetic division, we need to run this through synthetic division, this 1/3, and show that we get zero. So 60, 89, 41, -6, -89 that was. And it says it is a zero, so we should get zero here. So here we go. 60 times 1/3 is 20. 20 plus a -89 is -69. 1/3 is 69. Just divide by 3. That's -23. 41 minus 23 is 18. And then 18 times 1/3 is 6. And there you go. So everything was done correctly. We're good. Now, here's the thing. It wants us to factor this. So basically what we have here is we have found out that 1/3 was a factor. Or x, 1/3's a zero, so x minus 1/3 is a factor. And then we have 60 x squared minus 69x plus 18 is the other factor. Now, from here, you want to factor out a common factor, and that's definitely at least 3. So let's factor out a 3. And the reason why that's going to be really nice is because, well, you'll see. I'm going to factor out a 3 from this. So 20x squared minus 23x plus 6. And now that x minus 1/3 is a strange looking factor, but in reality, if you factor out a 3, then you can multiply that 3 back in and you get this more common looking factor here. And then we just have to factor what's remaining. So, oops, that's a 3. I don't know what I did there. So 6 times 20, A times C method, is positive 120. We have to find factors of 120 that add up to -23. So I know, let's see, 60, 40. We have to think of this here for a minute. 20 times. So here I go. I'm not with it today. I'm using my calculator just to kind of help me out here. 15 and 8 works. So -15 and -8 are factors of 120 that add up to -23. So I'm going to factor that. So 20x squared minus 15x. And there's different ways of factoring, as you know. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to factor out a 5x. And from the second one, I'm going to factor out a -2. So I get the 4x minus 3's on both of them, so I can factor that out. So my final factorization here is 3x minus 1, 4x minus 3, and then 5x minus 2. So that's the complete factorization. This is one of the more complicated ones. So if you can follow this one and do it, you're going to be in good shape. You could also, to check, just type this in on your calculator and make sure it goes through the zeros 1/3, 3/4, and 2/5. So that's that.